Hello and welcome to my 39th water review for YouTube. Today is Friday, October 26, 2018, and this week I am doing German water Gerolsteiner. Now, Gerolsteiner is from the town of Gerolstein in West Germany between Cologne and Frankfurt, right actually near the famous racetrack, the Nürburgring. Gerolsteiner was founded in 1888 by Wilhelm Castendijk, and just 2 years later in 1890 they began exporting to the United States. In 1889, Gerolsteiner trademarked their famous lion in the 8-pointed star, and their website has a ton of information about all of their company history, including a very detailed step-by-step process of their bottling. Their website I would describe as very German. Huge amount of diagrams, tons of information, and they actually talk a lot about what makes their water special, which is quite interesting. Gerolsteiner is a naturally carbonated water, and this is due to the location of the source. Gerolsteiner's source is in the Eifel volcanic region, and due to the carbonic acid from the previous volcanic history, as well as the rock formations and geological landscape, you get this very interesting mineral composition as well as that natural carbonation. What I was kind of disappointed to see was that there was no information about their environmental or social initiatives, but other than that, Gerolsteiner's website was very detailed and had a ton of information. Moving on to bottle design and materials, the bottle that I have here is made out of a nice, sturdy, thick glass, and the cap itself is made out of metal and is nicely designed so that it doesn't bend or deform when you squeeze on it. In terms of the label, it's made out of this waxy paper, which is nicely secured to the bottle. I do not think we'll have any issues with ripping or tearing or wrinkling of any kind. One drawback of the material they use for the label, however, is that it does make the bottle rather slippery. There's no real grippiness to this label. For label design, it's a fairly iconic label, but it isn't particularly noteworthy in any ways. The design is very plain, and it is a bit busy on the front with all of the writing. I would have preferred them to move the writing onto the back, where you will see the inclusion of both a mineral and a nutrition facts table. Now, moving on to taste and nose, Gerolsteiner is an extremely high mineral content water with a TDS of almost 2,500, and this is due to the fact that they get a lot of their minerals from that volcanic rock and as well as the carbonic acid. On the nose, I get a little bit of bitterness from the carbonation. What's good about this glass bottle is it holds its carbonation much better than a plastic bottle, so it's able to hold its carbonation for longer periods of time. I also get this sweet, almost medicinal, like cough syrup, cherry, strawberry note, and a slight tangy and salty note as well. You do get a little bit of metallic, earthy notes due to the high mineral content. Now, on the taste. The taste again, you get that very odd medicinal sweet note, and really all the notes on the nose come off in the taste. You also get the metallicness, which comes off as kind of like a tangy sour note, and you do get a slight salty but controlled salt note, not as much as the Radenska I did a little while back. Overall, really impressed with the nose and taste of Gerolsteiner. So, in terms of final score, for company history and interestingness, Gerolsteiner's website is very detailed with a ton of information, including technical diagrams and a step-by-step process. And what I would have just liked to see was a bit more information about social and environmental initiatives, but besides that, very detailed website with tons of information, so they get 2 out of 2.5 points for company history and interestingness. In terms of bottle design and materials, Gerolsteiner uses very high quality bottle materials, and their label and cap are both made out of nice materials. The label itself, however, is a bit busy and not particularly beautiful. I would have preferred that they had cleaned it up a bit, but they do include the nutrition facts table and mineral table, so they get 2 out of 2.5 points for bottle design and materials. In terms of taste and nose, it is a very complex but controlled nose and taste as well, with some very interesting notes, including that medicinal sweet note, which I'm not a huge fan of, but besides that, all the other notes are quite appetizing. So for taste and nose, they get 3 out of 4 points. In terms of value, this 750 milliliter bottle costs $2.29 at my local grocery store, which is on the expensive side, but you do get what you pay for. I think it would have been a bit better if maybe this was a 1 liter bottle for $2.29. I think that would have really bumped up their score in this category. So overall, Gerolsteiner gets 7.5 out of 10 points, which makes it the second highest scored water for carbonated waters that I have done so far, just behind Perrier. So I hope you all enjoyed watching my review for today. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below the next waters you'd like me to review, and I will see you all next week. Thank you.